Meghan and Harry's reaction as the Queen's coffin enters Westminster Hall. The Duke and the Duchess paid her respects. Meghan looked overcome with grief as she joined her husband Prince Harry at the Queen's procession to Westminster Hall. Dressed in mourning clothes, the Duchess of Sussex paid her respects to the late monarch who sadly passed away on the 8th of September, while Prince Harry joined his brother Prince William behind the Queen's coffin. Meghan travelled by car before appearing at Westminster Hall alongside the Countess of Wessex. During the touching service led by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Meghan let down her guard and could be seen inhaling deeply as the Queen's coffin passed by. As a show of respect, the 41-year-old curtsied alongside Princess Kate at the end of the service. Royal ladies normally curtsy if they are seeing the monarch for the first time that day, and men's greeting is normally a neck bow. In keeping with royal mourning dress code, the mother of two opted for a sleek ebony coat dress and midnight black pillbox hat adorned with an elegant, netted veil. Meghan finished off her outfit with a pair of delicate pearl earrings, a fitting tribute to the late monarch who became synonymous with pearls. Following the poignant service, Meghan could be seen holding Harry's hand in a show of support as they made their way out of Westminster Hall. The historical event marked the first time the majority of the royal family have been seen together since news of the Queen's death. They will reunite yet again for the late monarch's funeral at Westminster Abbey. The service is likely to be extremely emotional as the royal family say their final farewells to Queen Elizabeth II. Once the funeral has taken place, the Queen's late husband Prince Philip will be moved from the royal vault of St. George's Chapel to Windsor Castle's King George VI Memorial Chapel, where he will be laid alongside his lifelong partner. The Duke of Sussex looked deeply upset as he stood with his family. Prince Harry was overcome with emotion following the moving procession for his grandmother, the Queen, for the lying in state at Westminster Hall. The Duke of Sussex, who walked behind the coffin down Pall Mall alongside his brother, Prince William, along with other close members of the family, could be seen wiping his eyes as the coffin was placed in the hall. Dressed in a suit adorned with several medals, the prince waited until he was reunited with his wife, Meghan, who travelled to Westminster Church by car with the Countess of Wessex, while Princess Kate and Queen Camilla travelled in another car before the emotional moment took place. Meghan could be seen holding hands with her husband in a show of support as the pair left the hall. The Duchess opted for a sleek ebony coat dress and the midnight black pillbox hat, which featured an elegant, netted veil, finishing off her look with a pair of delicate pearl earrings. Pearls are often referred to as mourning jewelry, a tradition that dates to Queen Victoria's era. It was a deeply poignant occasion for Her Majesty's children and grandchildren, as Princess Eugenie was also visibly moved as she watched the proceedings alongside her husband, Jack Brooksbank. Her older sister, Princess Beatrice, was clearly very emotional, too. She could be seen holding her hand up to her mouth as she watched the service alongside her husband Eduardo. Meghan and Prince Harry joined members of the royal family for a service at Westminster Hall to honour Queen Elizabeth. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex attended a short service for the late monarch on Wednesday. Led by the Archbishop of Canterbury and accompanied by the Dean of Westminster, it lasted about 20 minutes. Afterward, the couple left hand in hand as they walked behind Prince William and Kate Middleton. Before the service, William and Harry walked together behind their grandmother's casket in a procession through London, while Meghan made her way in a car with Sophie, Countess of Wessex, Prince Edward's wife. Meanwhile, Kate rode with Queen Camilla, King Charles' wife with the Queen's death. They are now the two highest-ranking women in the royal family as Queen Consort and Princess of Wales. During the procession, William and Harry, who turns 38 on Thursday, walked side by side, with Harry between his brother and their cousin, Princess Anne's son Peter Phillips. At the funeral procession for their grandfather Prince Philip last April, Peter walked between the brothers. The walking procession also included the Queen's four children King Charles III, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward Anne's husband Sir Tim Lawrence, the Queen's cousin Prince Richard the Duke of Gloucester and the Queen's nephew David Armstrong-Jones the Earl of Snowdon. Meghan and Harry joined members of the royal family to receive the late monarch's coffin as it arrived at Buckingham Palace. Days earlier, they also reunited with William and Kate at Windsor Castle, where they stepped out together to greet well-wishers wanting to pay their respects to the late monarch. A palace insider echoed, It's such an extraordinary historical moment and also a deeply personal one for the family that you'd hope and think that all members of the family would unite and support the king, especially. And perhaps some of those wounds can be healed in the process. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.